What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team, stand up! You know it's February, because FTC is legendary. Boo! Try not to get scared. 13 most disturbing things found in attics. Now, I'm surprised I haven't came across no type of scary video with the word like, or thing attic in there, man. Lord knows what you can find in the attic of a house, bro. Especially if you don't check on that bit. You let life pass you by 2-3 years later. You just figure out and find out that there's a whole other person living with you with rent-free and everything. So, hey, man. Hopefully none of that happens in your all just aside. And none of that has happened to y'all. If you guys get jump scared, scream at nighttime, I'm not responsible. I'll start at number 1. Number 10 must be the best one then.
On a late night in January 2018, the Roxbury police station in Boston would receive a call from a family reporting a suspicious smell all throughout their house. They would claim that they'd been dealing with a growing stench that had now gotten too much to bear. Upon police arrival, they could clearly smell the horrid stench, but couldn't find the cause. That was until they searched the attic, where they found the dead body of a woman wrapped up and decomposing. The family claimed to have no idea how the body had gotten there. Though, what's especially odd about this case is that the only way to get into the attic is from the house's master bedroom. The body was never identified, and to this day, the case remains unsolved.
What? Bro, that house is for sale the next morning, bro. I thought they were gonna Chilling Scares was gonna end up saying that like they basically committed this and that and just try to play, but no, they just straight up I guess bought the house, I'm assuming, and that attic was just never checked, and then all of a sudden that stench of the woman just ended up coming after the body was decomposed. Cause like depending on like the temperature and stuff, if it's like a unalive body, sometimes it takes certain amount of times, it just depends what the temperature is for it to fully decompose. So they probably just went around and just didn't even smell anything until it was really, that is insane. Wow.
These next photos are pretty disturbing.
Oh gosh.
In 2014, someone posted these pictures that feature a room in their attic that looks almost identical to a prison cell. The individual who posted the pictures claimed they had just moved in and only recently found out about the room. The room is painted light green, has one light, is only 4 feet tall, has a foam bed, and has a metal grate on both the inside and the outside of the door.
It's weird.
Most disturbingly, though, is the fact that the door has a lock on it that can only be accessed from the outside. The poster also states that in that specific part of the attic, there are no neighbors close enough to hear anyone yelling from inside. It's hard to think of something good that this room could have been used for. We can only imagine what its real purpose was. But considering the metal grate,
that's disgusting and just sickening thinking about it. Like the possibilities people could have used that, or whoever made that room possibly for it, bro. Man, like be careful out there, man. Like that human trafficking and all those sick people, that stuff is really out there, bro. Like, I mean, why would anybody else have that type of a room for a reason other than like trying to keep somebody hostage or like torture them or something? Along those lines. That's weird.
On the door, the foam bed inside, and the lock on the door, there's a high chance it wasn't good. This one is just downright disturbing. A female by the name Tracy from Rock Hill, South Carolina started experiencing some strange occurrences in her house. One night, at around 2:30 a.m., she claimed to hear weird noises coming from the attic, along with nails popping out from her ceiling. At first, she claimed to have thought it was something related to the paranormal, but she would later find out that it was her ex-boyfriend who she had broken up with 12 years prior and who had only recently been released from prison. Upon Tracy hearing the sounds, she would send up her adult nephew into the attic to see what was causing the disturbance. And that was when Tracy's ex-boyfriend was found asleep in a back corner of the attic. After being...
Bro. We gotta also put coochie, pussy, whatever you want to call it, bro, from a woman, like up there in the top tier list of like drugs, bro. Because like at this point, the coochie has got to be some type of a drug, bro. It has to be for certain, especially dudes that just like come across like their first like good, you know what I'm saying? Good. Like Bro, this man, men lose their damn minds, bro.
Discovered, the man would run downstairs and out of the house before police could arrive on scene. Upon further inspection, police would discover Tracy's ex-boyfriend had rigged the ceiling vents in such a way that he could look down at Tracy in her bedroom from his spot in the attic.
Bro, he needs triple life, bro. This is a Hall of Fame, like, bro. Creep, weirdo, you name it. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your damn pet, bro. That man right there needs to be like, bro. He don't even like being like putting him into like some triple sentence inside of prison is even like too lightly, bro. He needs to be like, what are those? You know those like medieval time things that they had back in the day where they had like these crazy, like it's like they was competing on how bad they can like torture or like punish people if they did wrong or whatever. Dog, they need to do one of them damn punishments. Put that man in like a bull or something like that and like fry roast him, whatever they had back in the day going on, or just something, bro. Like they have to bring some of these damn them medieval like 1200 BC times punishments back for certain cases like this, and this definitely deserves it, bro. That is just disgusting. That is sick. Like, yo, that.
They also found several Sonic cups filled with human waste. Another thing that should be mentioned is that the only way to access Tracy's attic was through a door from inside the home. More specifically, in a hallway that connects her children's bedrooms. The whole thing is really disturbing,
That is disgusting,
especially
bro.
along with the fact that the man has yet to be caught.
He hasn't been caught, bro. Oh my goodness. Bro, you see, then you'll have, like, you know what I'm saying, cops out there sitting up there, like, getting people for jaywalking, and you have, like, this damn Hall of Fame weirdo still on the loose. Bro, I thought they caught him, bro. Damn, now I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, man. Bro.
Ten-year-old Alex Kettler was your everyday average kid. Though, in 2013, while Alex was at his grandmother's house for a routine visit, he would get bored and decide to entertain himself by exploring his grandmother's attic. After a few minutes, Alex would find what he described as a strange-looking case. Upon further inspection, Alex would open the case and find a dead body inside. He would notify his family of what he found.
What the hell?
It turns out the container was a sarcophagus tomb from Egypt with a mummified body inside. The mummified body was taken to a Berlin hospital. Experts believe the find to be an actual mummy, or if not, an incredibly accurate forgery.
What?
In March of 2014, a call was made to police reporting 4 live hand grenades that were found in an attic in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
That's
The
crazy.
family was going through some old army uniforms in their attic when they came across the grenades. The family was obviously shaken up by the situation, as if they weren't as careful, things could have gone bad fast.
What?
But
Could it?
luckily, the Milwaukee bomb squad was able to detonate the grenades before anyone was hurt.
Bro, that's crazy. That could have been real tragic.
In January of 2016, Virginia police were called to investigate a vacant duplex in a neighborhood known for a lot of gang activity. Tragically, upon arrival, they found the lifeless body of a child located in the attic of the duplex. It's unclear how long the body had been there, and on top of that, to this day, the body has yet to be identified. What I find most disturbing is the fact that neighbor Deborah Plum claimed that nobody had lived on the second floor of the building for months leading up to the tragic discovery.
It's just sad, man. Not everybody deserves kids, man.
Stanley Carter was a simple 21-year-old man down on his luck in life. And because of that, as a last resort, in 2008, Stanley would beg some of his old college friends to let him crash at their place until he got back on his feet. But after a long overstayed visit with no signs of Stanley trying to get his life back on track, his friends would ultimately kick him out, as they claimed he had overstayed his welcome at that point. Stanley, obviously frustrated by this, would find other opportunities.
Like, I'm not trying to be like that type of guy, bro, but like, I don't ever even understand how like niggas can be like comfortable just letting somebody just be like, hey, especially someone that's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you like 20, 21 and stuff as a man, bro, you're grown, bro. You're not no damn kid. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's kind of disrespectful just relying on your friends, thinking they just don't help you and pick you up off your feet and stuff like that. And then if you say no, they gonna be looking at you like, oh, like you just don't switch up this and that. Like, come on, bro. Like this, like I don't know how people be so comfortable with it. Like I've had situations where I've like had homeboys from all the way back in middle school, elementary, and everything like that come around, you know what I'm saying, in the past and stuff, and try to ask for similar favors like that, bro. It was like instant no with them before they even finished their damn sentence. I don't even care how bad or rude it sounded, bro. Like, dog, I'm not here to take care of no other man, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because here's a problem with that, bro. You don't sit there and try to care for somebody else. It's going to end up draining all your energy. And then now you're going to be, you know what I'm saying, stagnant in whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, trying to pick up somebody else. And then nonetheless, like, worse to worse, you can sit up there and help somebody else and you do whatever and they get back on their feet. Let's say that part. And then you're sitting up there still stagnant and still drained and still a little bit down. And then, they're not going to come back around and help you most of the time. They're just going to be like, oh, like, I mean, yeah, you helped me when I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like having troubles and this and that. But bro, you should have already, been on your feet before, you got to be careful with that, y'all. I know there is such a thing. Y'all should have a big heart and definitely give back when it has a lot more like, responsibly give back, but don't give back too much. You know what I'm saying? The more you give, the more they'll take, bro.
Next door neighbor's attic, where he successfully hid and overall lived for a week. Though Stanley would be found by homeowner Stacy Ferens, who stated that she first noticed him when she caught him coming down from her attic wearing her daughter's pants and her...
Bro, man, Bro, they need to bring back crucial punishments, bro, for certain people like this, dog. Like, bro, as a parent myself, man, with 2 kids, bro, like, it's shit like this, bro, that, yo, this keeps me on the edge, like, yo.
Her own sweatshirt and shoes. Stacy would later state that looking back, she believed Stanley had been helping himself to not only her clothes, but also her food. Stanley would later be arrested for breaking into Stacy's home through the attic.
Number 8.
Reddit user Mostly
Monkey.
Grapes posted this photo of a monkey back in 2014. The user claimed to have found it in his attic, and while it's definitely one of the more tame findings, it's still pretty horrifying, especially when you take a better look at the condition of the toy. Definitely not something you'd want to find in your attic.
That does look creepy.
Reddit user Ace Floors X posted this image of a photo back in August of 2017. The user claimed to have found the photo in the attic of his vacation home. They also claim that while in the image itself it's hard to see, they can make out the outline of a house, but nothing else. Just under the photo, handwritten text that reads, "Do you see him?" with seemingly random capitalization is clearly shown. At least from what I can see, the photo itself is just black with obvious scratch marks, though comments replying to the post claim to see a figure. Either way, it makes you wonder what the backstory to this photo really was. Zhang was a homeless man in China, desperate to find anywhere to live that wasn't on the busy streets. And unfortunately, house owner, surnamed Wang, would become victim to Zhang's desires. In May of 2014, Wang became suspicious, as he would start to one by one slowly notice money and other valuable items go missing from his home, despite any signs of breaking and entering. And finally, on May 29th, Wang would alert police, as upon his arrival back from work, he would notice one of his doors locked from the inside, something he obviously didn't do. When police arrived, they would discover a hole in Wang's kitchen ceiling, which they soon found out led to an attic-like crawl space in the top of Wang's 3-story apartment building. Upon further inspection, police would discover Zhang living inside. Zhang would later confess that he had nowhere to live, which forced him to take up residence in the space above Wang's apartment. He would also confess that he did the same thing with another resident from the apartment building. Zhang was found guilty of using both apartments for his personal needs, and even stealing the equivalent of $320.
Weird.
After some students in Norway had bought a new house, they of course wanted to explore everything it had to offer. And after searching around in the attic for a while, it it looked to be your average attic, with random boxes lying around and dust pretty much everywhere. But after one of them had gotten suspicious as to the small size of the attic compared to the rest of the house, they were able to find a hidden room by kicking down one of the walls. The room itself featured an alarm made from a single light bulb, an old map of Europe, and a sign that translated to, "If you got a bad stomach, you're not allowed to enter." It's safe to assume the room was some kind of refugee bunker during World War II, though still a pretty disturbing sight to have found in your own house.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, my thing is, like, aside from the people that, like, broke into their crib and stuff like that, like, that's a whole different scenario. Like, they can't really control that. But, like, this situation right here, did y'all, like, not check and do a house inspection or any of that stuff before you was, you know what I'm saying, about the sign off the paper that you want to get the house, bro? Like, I don't know. Personally, me, bro, I check everything, bro. Like, bro, I check the bathroom 5 times, bro. I'm checking the upstairs multiple times. I'm taking pictures. I'm taking videos of just certain things. Like, yeah, I'm asking all the questions. Like,
This
that's
one's
just
a little
personally
more
me.
normal,
I don't know.
but still pretty
I came
horrifying.
prepared when I was.
Reddit user Bay Me would post this photo showing what they had found in their attic. The photo clearly shows a giant wasp's nest taken from their attic. Luckily, it looks abandoned, though it's definitely still not something you'd want to come across,
That's crazy as hell.
especially considering its size.
Bro, I hate wasps and bees, man. Yo.
4 college
nests
students
especially.
had just recently moved into their new home for the semester. And like any new house owner, they wanted to explore all the rooms, which of course included the attic. Though, after realizing the attic wasn't empty, they got a little concerned. And that's when they found this Halloween-like
Bro.
Grim Reaper. Why the house owner would leave this in the attic is still unknown.
Creepy.
And while it's only a decoration, the fact that the house owner left it behind is still pretty disturbing.
They were trying to scare that person. Alright. Which one out of these 13 was the scariest? On this try not to get scared.